What's going on, everyone? So, the New York Knicks have a Jalen Brunson problem. And it's not in the sense of like Jalen Brunson's a bad player or he isn't it or anything like that. It's the way in which they play and like default to Jalen Brunson. Like he's the best player in the history of the game, right? Like it's insane sometimes, right? And it's not just one of those scenarios where it's like, hey, down the stretch, get our best player the basketball, let him make the plays and go to work. Right? I mean, it is like regular throughout the course of the game, but more so like almost the entirety of the fourth quarter. And you watch the Knicks, it's like you have two different versions of this team. You have a version of this team. I mean, really, you could say three versions of this team because you have this version of the team that just Brunson's just almost like a role player at times and is just kind of another guy out there. Right. And you'll see he'll have like 9 points or something like that. And he's just kind of, just being a swing man, right? Impacting the game, drawing the attention, kicking out to guys, finding the cutter, right? Had a beautiful pass to Josh Hart. Then you have like the version where he is still being aggressive, right? But he's still staying within the flow of the team, the flow of the offense. The ball's still moving, the ball's still sticking, which I think is the best version of them, where Brunson's still aggressive, but they're not like save us, right? Type thing. And then there's the full blown, if Jalen Brunson doesn't save us right now, we're cooked. Like that's it. It's over. But it's not just in like desperation positions. It's like in positions where they have large leads. It's in positions where, they get behind a little bit, but there's still plenty of time. It's like, you'll be in like the third quarter and, they'll go on like an 8-0 run. So like you're down 7 or whatever. And then it's like, okay, let's just get Brunson. But it's like you were up 12 a moment ago when you were playing within the flow of the team and the flow of the offense and everyone's touching the basketball and everyone's good. Like the last time I can think of like, hey, give this guy the ball and just like do everything was like LeBron James with like the Cavs when you didn't have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, right? It was just like, hey, like LeBron's got to say it. LeBron can say it, but Jalen Brunson's good, but he's not like LeBron good, right? Like he can win you games. He can close down the stretch. And I get he's your best player. Like down the stretch, a minute left, right? Tie game. Get the ball to your best player and let him go close. Get the ball to, Mr. Clutch. Get the ball to Mr. New York, right? Let him go handle the business. I'm not talking about those scenarios, right? But even then, there's a difference between like, hey, we're going to play within the thing. We need our best shot creator and our best player to be that. Our best shot creator and our best player. It's very different when it's like, we don't know what to do unless Jalen Brunson figures it out for us. And you have a team with Karl Anthony Towns, right, that can go and get buckets on a multitude of ways. You have Mikal Bridges who can self-create and go get buckets, is an absolute automatic in the mid-range. OG can go and create buckets for himself. Josh Hart can get to the rim, right? Like, you have multiple guys. Put a deuce in, whatever you got to do in order to get away from just like hero ball. Right? Like, almost every team has like their version of hero ball, right? Almost every team has like a default, like almost factory setting where it's like, okay, like we need to give it to Anthony Edwards and get out of his way, or give it to LeBron, get out of his way, give it to Luka, get out of his way, give it to, Jalen Brunson, get out of his way, right? Tyrese Halliburton, boom, everything's running through him, right? But there's a difference. Like Tyrese Halliburton, you don't know what he's about to do. You don't know if he's about to do a step back, shoot the shot, right? It's literally it's crazy. He's like the slowest release I've ever seen. But it's like, you don't know what he's going to do. You don't know is he going to be aggressive and try to get to the basket and create, is he going to stop on a dime, elevate, shoot over the top on the mid-range? Is he going to come and, step back three? Or is he just going to find that dime, right? Is he going to let the defense dictate what he's about to do, right? Is like great example was the Kevin Durant foot on the line shot, right? Tyrese Halliburton, they were scrambling. He's clearly making a play towards the basket. Mikal Bridges slaps the ball. He doesn't fully lose it, but he, loses control, clears it back out, shot the shot, right? He was able to kind of pivot on the fly. If somebody was open, he best believe he's getting that pass. Jalen Brunson, you know what he's about to do because you can see all of the Knicks players just kind of like it's like they emote out or whatever the word, whatever the hip thing is that the kids say all the time. My kids are always like, "Oh, he emoted," right? Like that's basically what he did. He's just like all the Knicks players are just like standing around doing nothing, right? And then all of a sudden, Jalen Brunson has the ball in his hands and he's like over dribbling, and he's not looking to pass the ball. You know what he's looking to do. You know he's looking to score. So it's easier to defend. It's easier to predict. The defense can collapse better because he's just going to take an ill-advised shot, or he's going to take a difficult shot, or he's going to shoot over the top, or whatever it is that he's going to do. And it makes no sense. But they do it all the time. Like, it's really odd. Like, they do it all the time. They did it in the Celtics series. They do it on all of the series. Was it Orlando? Like, they do it in all of them. Where they just, like, for whatever reason, get in these stints where they just think their best offense is to just give Jalen Brunson the ball for, like, 7 straight possessions. And look, don't get me wrong, there's times, even in the game yesterday, like, Jalen Brunson hit, like, 7 straight points for them. But they were like super contested shots that guys were open. And if you had some movement and you had some flow, you probably get to the same result. But Jalen Brunson doesn't have to work as hard. Now he's not as tired down the stretch. Now he can maybe beat off the dribble a little better, right? Pause, right? They're in a very different position. But like also it's like there's a stretch every quarter where it's just like, let's default to Jalen Brunson. And it's like a real problem for a team that has so much talent, right? Like, yeah, they lack, bench depth and stuff like that, but like their starters aren't. They have like probably one of the best starting fives in all of basketball on paper. You have multiple guys that can self-create. You have multiple guys that can be swingmen. You got multiple guys that can hit shots, shoot over the top, do multiple things, right? Like beat guys off to the basket, right? Like all of these things. It's just, I don't know why New York just goes, instead of playing the right way, let's just give the ball to Jalen Brunson for the next 7 possessions and make him work twice as hard to score. Like, it's one thing if you don't know what he's going to do, right? You look at guys like, like Luka, right? Even Anthony Edwards, right? Look, I'm a Laker fan, right? But like Anthony Edwards in that Lakers series, you had no idea what he was about to do. The guy was having like 9 assist games and all that stuff. Like, that's what made it so difficult, was he was so in his zone. Like, that's what Brunson needs to be like. You don't always have, like, look to be aggressive, look to score, but also understand the situation and how things are developing. Like, Jalen Brunson, when he goes, there is no, like, oh, okay, if we collapse, he's kicking. Like, no, no, he's taking the shot one way or another. Right? And it's like, again, you had that sequence where he just collapsed the defense. Josh Hart broke free. Boom, easy bounce pass, layup. And it's like that could happen almost every possession, especially with teams having the mindset of like, oh, every time he does that, he's looking to score. Throw a little wrench in it. Why not? But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Phil, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle? However you feel either way, love to hear it down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. And that subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.